English conversation about greetings. Hi there, how's it going?
Hey, not too bad. Thanks. How about you?
Pretty good, thanks. Anything new and exciting happening in your life?
Not much. Just the usual daily grind. How about you? Anything interesting on your end?
Well, I recently started a new job, so I've been adjusting to that. It's been a learning curve, but I'm enjoying it.
That's great to hear. Congratulations on the new job. What do you do?
I'm working in marketing for a tech company. It's challenging but fun, and speaking of which, how's your job going?
It's going well. Thanks. I've been busy with some new projects. But overall, things are good. By the way, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, I did. I caught up on summer stands, spent time with family. How about you? Do anything exciting?
Not really. Just took it easy and watched a movie. Sometimes a quiet weekend is nice, you know.
Absolutely. Well, it's always good catching up with you. Let's grab a coffee sometime.
Definitely. I'd like that. Take care, and talk to you soon.
English conversation at the airport. Excuse me, could you tell me where the check-in counter for flight 123 to London is?
Certainly. The check-in counter for Flight 123 is located just around the corner to your right. You'll see the signs directing you there.
Great, thank you. And after check-in, where can I find the departure gate?
Once you've checked in, follow the signs to the security checkpoint. After passing through security, you'll find the departure gates straight ahead. Flight 123's gate is usually displayed on the screens throughout the terminal.
Perfect. Thanks for your help. By the way, is there a currency exchange around here?
Yes, there's a currency exchange kiosk near the information desk, which is on your left as you exit the check-in area. They can help you with any currency exchanges you need.
Excellent. I'll make sure to stop by. What time is the boarding for flight 123?
Boarding for flight 123 is scheduled to begin at 2:30 p.m. at gate 5. I recommend keeping an eye on the departure boards for any updates.
Got it? Thank you so much for your assistance.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask. Have a pleasant flight.
English conversationing advice. I've been feeling really stressed out lately. Work has been overwhelming, and I don't know how to manage it all.
I understand, it can be tough when things pile up. Have you considered breaking down your tasks into smaller, more manageable steps?
I haven't thought about that. How would that help?
Breaking tasks into smaller steps makes them less intimidating. You can focus on one thing at a time, which can make the overall workload seem more manageable. It might help reduce your stress.
That makes sense. I'll give it a try. Any other advice?
Also, make sure to take breaks. Step away from your desk. Go for a short walk, or do something you enjoy. It can help clear your mind and improve your productivity when you return.
Taking breaks sounds like a good idea. I tend to work through without stopping.
It's important to recharge. And don't hesitate to communicate with your colleagues or superiors if you're feeling overwhelmed. They might be able to offer support or help prioritize tasks.
I guess I should be more open about how I'm feeling. It's just hard to admit when I'm struggling.
It's okay to ask for help. Everyone faces challenges. And seeking support is a strength, not a weakness. Remember, you don't have to do it all alone.
Thanks for the advice. I'll try implementing these changes and see how it goes.
You're welcome. Take things one step at a time. And don't forget to take care of yourself. If you need anything, I'm here to help.
English conversation about animals. Have you ever had a pet?
Yes, I have a dog. His name is Max. He's a Labrador Retriever.
Labradors are great. How long have you had him?
I've had Max for about 5 years now. He's been a wonderful companion.
That's lovely. I've always wanted a pet, but haven't had the chance. What's the best thing about having a dog?
The unconditional love and companionship. No matter how my day goes, Max is always there to greet me with enthusiasm. It's like having a loyal friend.
That sounds amazing. What's Max's personality like?
He's very friendly and playful, loves going for walks. And he's surprisingly good at fetching. What about you? Any favorite animals?
I'm a cat person, although I don't have one currently. Cats seem so independent and mysterious.
Cats are great too. They have their own unique charm. Do you have a favorite breed?
I think I'd go for a Scottish fold. Those cute folded ears get me every time. How about you? If you had to choose another pet, what would it be?
I've always been fascinated by birds, maybe a colorful parrot. They're so intelligent and can be quite entertaining.
Parrots are amazing. The way they mimic sounds and talk is fascinating. Any memorable experiences with animals?
Once, I went on a safari and saw lions and elephants in their natural habitat. It was an unforgettable experience. How about you?
I once went snorkeling and saw a variety of colorful fish. And even a sea turtle. It felt like being in a different world.
That sounds incredible. Nature is full of amazing creatures. It's always humbling to witness them in their natural environments.
Absolutely. It's a reminder of how diverse and beautiful the animal kingdom is. English conversation about appearance. I love your new haircut. It really suits you.
Thanks, I wanted a change, and I'm glad you like it. Speaking of which, you're looking very stylish today. Where did you get that outfit?
Oh, thanks. I found this dress at a little boutique downtown. They always have unique pieces.
It's lovely. The color really complements your skin tone. By the way, have you been working out? You look so fit.
Thanks for noticing. Yeah. I've been hitting the gym a bit more lately, trying to stay healthy, you know.
That's great. I should join you sometime. I've been feeling like I need to get back into a fitness routine.
Absolutely. It's always more fun with a workout buddy. And hey, your glasses look really cool. Did you get new frames?
Yes, I did. I wanted something a bit different this time. Glad you like them. Your accessories are on point too. Where did you find that necklace?
Oh, it's a gift from my sister. She has a great eye for jewelry.
It's so unique. And your shoes are adorable. Where did you get them?
Thanks. I got them on sale at a shoe store downtown. They were a lucky find.
Lucky indeed. I need to up my shoe game. Yours always look so trendy.
Well, you know what they say shoes can make or break an outfit. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask, have you tried that new skincare product everyone's talking about? Your skin is glowing.
Oh, you noticed? Yes, I started using it recently. And I can already see a difference. It's amazing what a good skincare routine can do.
I might have to give it a try. Your skin looks fantastic, overall. You're just radiating confidence today.
Thank you. You're not too shabby yourself. It's always nice to boost each other up.
English conversation about architecture. Have you seen the new building downtown? The architecture is stunning.
Yes, I noticed it the other day. The modern design really stands out among the older structures.
Absolutely. The combination of glass and steel gives it a sleek and futuristic look. Did you catch who the architect is?
I think it's the work of Archie. They're known for their innovative designs. I love how they incorporate both functionality and aesthetics.
That makes sense. The interior must be impressive too. I heard they used a lot of sustainable materials in the construction.
That's fantastic. It's great to see architects prioritizing sustainability. It's not just visually appealing but environmentally conscious as well.
Speaking of which, have you ever been to Miho Museum? The way they blend traditional and modern elements is captivating.
No, I haven't been yet. I've seen pictures though. The way they play with light and space is remarkable. It's on my list of places to visit.
You should definitely go. The way architecture can evoke emotions and create experiences is fascinating.
I agree. It's not just about structures. It's about shaping the environment and influencing how people interact with it. Have you ever been involved in any architectural projects?
Not directly, but I've worked on some interior design projects. Collaborating with architects to create cohesive spaces is always interesting.
That sounds like a great collaboration. I've always been curious about the design process, from concept to execution.
It's a meticulous process, considering functionality, aesthetics, and the client's vision, but when it all comes together, it's incredibly satisfying.
I can imagine. It must be rewarding to see a space transform from an idea on paper to a tangible, functional environment.
Absolutely, it's the blend of creativity and practicality that makes architecture and design so intriguing. English conversation about art. Have you been to the art gallery downtown recently? They have a new exhibition that's getting a lot of attention.
No, I haven't had a chance to check it out. What's the theme of the exhibition?
It's a mix of contemporary and traditional art. There are some striking paintings and sculptures that explore the intersection of technology and nature, very thought-provoking.
That sounds fascinating. I love it when artists bring different elements together. Any favorite piece?
There's this abstract painting that caught my eye. The use of color and texture is mesmerizing. It's open to interpretation, which is what I enjoy about abstract art.
I appreciate abstract art too. It allows for personal interpretation and emotional connection. Do they have any local artists featured?
Yes, quite a few. It's great to see support for local talent. There's a section dedicated to emerging artists, showcasing diverse styles and perspectives.
That's fantastic. Local art scenes often have so much to offer. Speaking of art, have you tried any art classes lately?
I took a pottery class last month. It was challenging, but so rewarding. I made a few wonky-looking bowls, but it was a fun experience.
That sounds like a great way to express creativity. I've been thinking about trying my hand at painting. Any tips for a beginner?
Definitely start with what you enjoy, whether it's landscapes, abstract, or portraits. Find your style. And don't be afraid to experiment with colors and techniques. It's about expressing yourself.
Not recently, but there's one coming up next month. It usually features a mix of visual arts, live performances, and interactive installations. It's a great way to immerse yourself in the local art scene.
Good advice. I'll give it a shot. By the way, have you been to any art festivals lately?
That sounds like a blast. I'll mark my calendar. Art festivals have such a vibrant atmosphere. It's always inspiring to see so many creative minds coming together.
Absolutely. Art has a way of connecting people and sparking conversations. It's a universal language. English conversation about beauty. I tried a new skincare routine recently, and I can't believe the difference it's made in my skin.
That's awesome. What products are you using?
I switched to a gentle cleanser and started using a hydrating serum. It's amazing how a good skincare routine can boost your confidence.
I've been thinking about updating my skincare routine. Any recommendations?
Well, it depends on your skin type, but a good moisturizer and sunscreen are essential. Also, consider adding a vitamin C serum for a healthy glow.
Thanks for the tips. I've been curious about trying new makeup looks too. Any favorite beauty trends at the moment?
I've seen a lot of people experimenting with bold eyeshadow colors and graphic eyeliner. It's a fun way to express creativity.
Sounds interesting. I've always stuck to neutral tones, but I might give it a try. Speaking of which, your makeup looks flawless today. What foundation do you use?
Thank you. I've been using a lightweight, buildable foundation. It gives a natural finish without feeling too heavy.
I need to find a foundation like that. I always struggle with feeling like my makeup is too cakey.
It's all about finding the right products for your skin type. Maybe we can go makeup shopping together some me and find the perfect match for you.
That sounds like a plan. On a different note, have you ever tried any natural beauty remedies? Yes, I love using natural ingredients like honey and aloe vera for DIY face masks. They can do wonders for your skin.
I'll have to give those a try. I've heard about the benefits of natural ingredients. By the way, your hair looks amazing. Any secrets to keeping it so healthy?
Thank you. I make sure to use a good conditioner and do a hair mask once a week. Regular trims help too, to prevent split ends.
Good to know. I've been struggling with dry hair lately. I'll take your advice and pamper my hair a bit more.
Self-care is key. Whether it's skincare, makeup, or hair care, it's all about what makes you feel good and confident.
English conversation about books. Have you read any good books lately?
Yes, I just finished a novel called The Night Circus. It's a magical story with beautifully descriptive prose.
I've heard about that one. The way they describe the circus is supposed to be enchanting. Would you recommend it?
Absolutely. The storytelling is unique, and the characters are well developed. It's a captivating read.
Nice. I'm currently into historical fiction. Have you read anything in that genre recently?
Not lately. Any recommendations?
I just finished The Book Thief. It's set in Nazi Germany and narrated by Death. Sounds morbid, but it's incredibly moving and beautifully written.
That sounds intriguing. I'll add it to my list. By the way, do you prefer physical books or e-books?
I love the feel of a physical book, but for convenience, I've been leaning toward ebooks lately. How about you?
I'm the same. There's something special about holding a book. But ebooks are so convenient, especially when traveling.
True, and speaking of travel, have you ever read a book that inspired you to visit a particular place?
Definitely, Eat, Pray, Love made me want to explore Italy, India, and Indonesia. The way the author described each location was so vivid.
That's a great one. Travel memoirs can be so inspiring. I recently read Wild by Cheryl Strayed, and now I'm itching to hike the Pacific Crest Trail.
I've heard of that one. It's on my to-read list. Switching gears. Do you enjoy any specific genre?
I'm a sucker for mystery and detective novels. The suspense always keeps me hooked. How about you?
I love a good fantasy novel. The escape into different world and magical realms is so enthralling. Have you read any good mysteries lately?
Yes, I recently finished a detective series by Dan Brown. The character development and plot twist kept me on the edge of my seat.
Sounds like my kind of series. I'll have to check it out. It's always great discovering new books to dive into.
English conversation about brains. Have you ever been fascinated by how the brain works?
Absolutely. The brain is such a complex organ. The more you learn, the more you realize how much we still don't know.
True. I recently read about neuroplasticity, how the brain can reorganize itself. It's incredible how adaptable it is.
Neuroplasticity is fascinating. It gives hope for recovery after brain injury. Sand suggests the potential for lifelong learning. Did you know our brains can even create new neural pathways?
Yes, that's what amazed me. It challenges the old belief that the brain's structure is fixed after a certain age. It's like the brain is constantly rewiring itself based on experiences.
It's like a lifelong renovation project up there. Changing topics a bit, have you ever tried mindfulness or meditation for mental well-being?
I have. It's interesting how these practices can actually physically change the brain. Studies show that regular meditation can increase gray matter in certain areas related to self-awareness and compassion.
That's impressive. It's like a workout for the brain. On a different note, have you ever experienced déjà vu? It's such a mysterious aspect of how our brains perceive time.
Yes, déjà vu is strange. Some researchers think it might be related to a delay in the brain processing information, causing a feeling of familiarity with a situation that's actually happening for the first time.
It's one of those things that make you realize how much we're still learning about the brain. And what about dreams? They can be so vivid and sometimes bizarre.
Dreams are a mystery during REM sleep. The brain is incredibly active, and dreams might be a way of processing emotions and experiences. It's like a theater of the mind.
That's a poetic way to put it. Do you think our memories are reliable? Sometimes it feels like the brain can play tricks on us.
Memory is indeed fallible. It's influenced by emotions, external cues, and even the act of recalling a memory can alter it. It's fascinating and a bit unnerving how malleable our memories can be.
True. And it explains those moments when we vividly remember something, only to find out it never happened that way. The brain is both amazing and tricky.
Absolutely, the more we learn about the brain, the more it seems like the ultimate frontier of exploration. It's the seat of consciousness. And yet, there's so much we're still discovering. English conversation about cars.
Have you seen the latest electric cars on the market? They're becoming more popular.
Yes, electric cars are really taking off. The advancements in technology and the push for sustainability are driving the change.
I've been considering getting an electric car. The idea of reducing my carbon footprint is appealing. Have you driven one before?
I haven't, but I've heard they have instant torque and are surprisingly quiet. Plus, the lower maintenance costs are a significant advantage.
That's true. No more oil changes and fewer moving parts to worry about. It's a different world compared to traditional combustion engines.
Speaking of traditional engines, do you have a favorite car model or brand?
I've always been a fan of sports cars, particularly the sleek designs of some European brands. How about you?
I'm more into SUVs for the practicality and extra space. Something about a road trip in a comfortable SUV appeals to me.
Road trips are the best. Do you have any memorable road trip experiences?
Once, I took a cross-country trip with friends. We covered so many miles and saw some amazing landscapes. It's an adventure I'll always remember.
Sounds incredible. I love the freedom of the open road. Changing gears a bit, have you ever tried carpooling or ride-sharing?
Yes, especially for commuting. It's a great way to save on fuel costs and reduce traffic congestion, plus, it's more environmentally friendly.
Absolutely. Efficiency and sustainability are becoming crucial considerations in the automotive world. Have you heard about self-driving cars?
Yes. The idea of autonomous vehicles is both exciting and a bit intimidating. The technology is advancing rapidly, but there are still some concerns about safety and ethics.
True. The thought of letting a car drive itself is a major shift in how we think about transportation. Do you think you'd trust a self-driving car?
It's a tough call. I'd need to see more evidence of their safety and reliability before fully trusting them. How about you?
I'm intrigued but cautious. The idea of relaxing during a long drive sounds appealing, but the safety aspect is a significant consideration.
Agreed. It's fascinating to see how the automotive industry is evolving. From electric cars to autonomous vehicles, the future looks interesting.
English conversation about driving.
Have you always enjoyed driving?
For the most part, yes. There's something freeing about being on the open road. How about you?
I love it, especially on quiet roads with good music. Do you have a favorite type of road trip?
I enjoy coastal drives. The combination of the sea breeze and scenic views is always refreshing. What about you?
I'm a mountain roads kind of person. The twists and turns make the drive more exciting, and the scenery is often breathtaking.
That sounds amazing. Do you have any favorite driving music or playlists?
I love a mix of classic rock and some upbeat indie tunes for road trips. How about you?
I'm into electronic music for driving. The beats seem to match the rhythm of the road, changing gears a bit. Do you prefer manual or automatic transmission?
I've always driven automatic, but there's something appealing about the control you get with a manual. Have you ever driven a manual car?
Yes, I learned to drive on a manual. It gives you a more connected feel with the car, I think.
That's impressive. I've been thinking about learning to drive a manual for the experience. Do you have any tips?
It takes a bit of practice, especially getting used to the clutch. Find an empty parking lot to practice shifting gears and smooth starts. Once you get the hang of it, it becomes second nature.
Good advice. I'll give it a shot. Speaking of which, have you ever taken a road trip with friends?
Absolutely. Some of my best memories are from road trips with friends. The camaraderie and shared experiences make it special.
Any memorable destinations?
We once drove up the coast and camped on the beach. Waking up to the sound of the waves was unforgettable.
That sounds like a dream trip. Have you ever encountered challenging driving conditions?
Once, during a winter road trip, we hit a snowstorm. It was nerve-wracking, but it added a bit of adventure to the journey.
Wow, that must have been intense. I've heard driving in extreme weather can be quite challenging.
It definitely adds a layer of complexity. But with caution and preparation, it can still be a great experience. Do you have a dream road trip destination?
I've always wanted to drive along the Pacific Coast Highway in California. The rugged coastline and ocean views seem incredible.
That's on my bucket list too. Maybe we should plan a road trip together someday.
Absolutely. It sounds like a plan. Road trips are always better with good company.
English conversation about challenges. Have you taken on any new challenges recently?
Yes, I decided to learn a new language. It's been both exciting and challenging.
That's impressive. Which language are you learning?
I'm tackling Spanish. It's challenging. But the goal is to become fluent eventually.
That's a fantastic goal. How are you finding the learning process?
It's a bit challenging to grasp the grammar rules. But I'm using language apps and practicing with native speakers, which helps a lot.
Immersion is a great way to learn. I've been thinking about taking up a new hobby. Any recommendations?
It depends on your interests, if you enjoy being active. Maybe try hiking or rock climbing, if you prefer something more relaxing. Maybe painting or playing an instrument.
I've always wanted to learn to play the guitar. It seems challenging, though.
Learning an instrument can be challenging initially. But with practice, it becomes rewarding. There are plenty of tutorials online to help you get started.
True, I should give it a shot. Have you faced any unexpected challenge during your language learning journey?
Well, pronunciation has been a bit challenging. Some words just don't roll off my tongue the way they should, but it's all part of the process.
I can imagine. Overcoming pronunciation challenges must take patience. On a different note, have you ever participated in a physical challenge, like a marathon or obstacle course?
I ran a half marathon last year. It was both mentally and physically challenging. But crossing the finish line was an incredible feeling.
That's a significant accomplishment. I've been thinking about getting into fitness challenges myself. Any tips for staying motivated?
Setting specific, achievable goals helps. It could be completing a certain number of workouts per week or improving your performance in a particular exercise. And finding a workout buddy can make it more fun and motivating.
Good advice. I'll keep that in mind. It seems like challenges, whether big or small, contribute a lot to personal growth.
Absolutely. Challenges push us out of our comfort zones and teach us valuable lessons. It's all about embracing the journey.
Well said. Let's keep challenging ourselves and growing along the way.